Coming up next on YCU News, details are cleared up about New Hampshire's Healthcare Exchange. A New York woman is involved in a rollover car crash in Arlington, Vermont. For more news, weather, and sports, it's time for YCU, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region and central Vermont. News, sports, weather, public affairs, and all that's happening in our area. The news on YCU, your local view.
Good evening. I'm Rose Spillman. Thank you for joining us for this Thursday edition of YCU News. Details, including how much it will cost, about New Hampshire's Healthcare Exchange are starting to become clear. As part of the Federal Affordable Care Act, states are preparing for residents signing on to a health insurance plan of their choice. An overview of the federal report can be found at www.aspe.hhs.gov/health/reports, notes New Hampshire Public Radio. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is the only medical insurance company that will offer plans in New Hampshire. Unlike Vermont, which designed its own health insurance exchange, New Hampshire chose to have the federal government design its plan. Under the Affordable Care Act, states could choose to design their own exchange, have the Federal Department of Health and Human Services set up a plan, or have state and federal health officials design one together. In New Hampshire, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is the only participating company at this time. Across the nation, people can begin to sign up and choose a plan beginning October 1st. To have medical insurance coverage in place January 1st, 2014, December 15th is the last day to sign up. People can sign up after that date and will have to wait time for the insurance to become effective. New Hampshire Anthem is offering at least 11 different options across 4 different categories. Concern continues about Anthem's decision to eliminate 10 out of 26 New Hampshire-based hospitals where Anthem insurance will be accepted. These hospitals include Valley Regional in Claremont. Massachusetts-based Harvard Pilgrim will offer plans in New Hampshire in 2015. The Stevens High School Renovation Committee may change the traffic pattern on Middle Street for students' safety. The committee continues to meet each Wednesday afternoon as the high school renovation is underway. Talk turned yesterday to how best to ensure students getting on or off a bus on Middle Street can safely do so, especially for visiting sports teams. Making Middle Street a two-way street is not a good idea, panel members say. More details will unfold at later meetings. Meanwhile, school board members may ask city officials to waive the cost of permits required by the building renovation. The cost for the building and related construction permits could reach about $100,000, school leaders say. Appointed city leaders such as City Manager Guy Santagate could make the request, says Renovation Committee Chairman David Putnam. Even so, it is up to the Claremont City Council to decide if the fees will be waived. A car driven Wednesday evening by a New York State woman is a total loss after a rollover in Arlington, Vermont, police say. But the driver is okay. Police were called around 5:20 p.m. on Vermont State Route 313 West for a reported single car crash. The 2013 Toyota Prius, driven by 60-year-old Jean Mayer, left the roadway, causing Mayer to strike a utility pole. She was wearing a seatbelt, police report. Mayer was taken by ambulance to Southern Vermont Medical Center in Bennington for medical evaluation. Mayer lives in Shushin, New York, a hamlet in the town of Salem, New York, about 4 miles west of the Vermont border. Police continue to investigate the crash. The weather was dry and clear, as was the roadway yesterday. Vermont State Police seek the public's help in locating missing 15-year-old Crystal Hughes. She was last seen by her father, William Hughes, on September 20th. Arlington, Vermont resident William Hughes told police he believed Crystal was with a boyfriend. Police were able to contact Crystal by telephone. Crystal told police she was in New York with a friend. Crystal has a history of running away from home, report police. She recently was placed in the custody of the state's Department of Children and Families. State police request that you call them at 802-442-5421 if you have information on where Crystal is. Here's proof that one person's trash is another person's treasure. The volunteer who picks up the most unusual piece of trash during Saturday's Enfield townwide cleanup will win a prize. From 9 a.m. to noon on Saturday, volunteers are asked to help clean up the town for foliage season. Participants will meet at the Energy Emporium located at 78 Main Street. Snacks and drinks will be served to fuel volunteers. Gloves will be given out to protect people's hands, but bring your own if you have them. To learn more, call 603-632-7197 or send an email to the Enfield Village Association at eva@enfieldmainstreet.org. Now we have the YCU weather forecast for the Connecticut River Valley and Lake Sunapee region. Tomorrow we have a beautiful sunny Friday with a high of 70 degrees and low of 47. Saturday will warm up to temperatures around 74 and we'll have a low in the evening at 47 degrees. Sunday we have highs in the 70s and lows again in the 40s. Monday and Tuesday will continue to be sunny and warm with temperatures around 70 degrees. Don't forget that this Sunday is the Lake Sunapee Chowder Challenge, so if you're in the area, stop by the Sunapee Harbor between noon and 3 p.m. I'm Rose Spillman for YCU, your local view. Good night.